Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Today on Tallidus Plays, we are back in the world of Kenshi, and we are still finding our way around to our potential base location. Right now we are in the Wend, or Wend, W-E-N-D, and I think I want to go up along this ridge, I think. So we're going to head kind of northeast, and just see what else is out there. Again, south and southwest is Holy Kingdom territory. I believe it's the Holy Kingdom. So we want to avoid them if possible, because, you know, they're not our biggest fans right now. We're still an ex-slave, and we still have a little bit of 74 hours to sort of be in trouble. So I'd like to find a place where maybe slavery isn't quite as common, or at least as practiced. Ooh, is this copper? What is this? This looks like part of that outpost that's fallen into the water. You see over there? That's kind of a an outpost that is sort of slid into the valley below. It looks like the path to that is coming from this very top area. You can see this windy path. However, if we check our map, I was looking at this, it seems like we're going to have to go either all the way north or all the way south past Blister Hill. And this is where we just escaped on our previous episode. So I'd rather not mess with that right now. So I think we're going to just go this way. We're backtracking a little bit. Oop. Okay, that's a skeleton named Squint. I don't think that should be a person to mess with us too much. I think we're okay there. Can we talk to them? I don't think so. But hopefully they don't seek any issues. We got no quarrel with skeletons. Again, in this game, skeletons, I believe, are like droids, more or less. And yeah, they're just going to walk past. The skeletons have been kind of patrolling this area. We have not had any issues with them so far. And I don't have the combat prowess to have any issues with anybody, if I'm being honest. So we're going to play it nice and cautious here. I'm going to go up on this ridge line. I think we can follow this ridge line like along this way. So let's do that. I like the idea of having a bit of a height advantage. We can kind of zoom in and watch Tallidus run. Because, I don't know, the valleys just feel more dangerous right now. There's more of those monsters running around. And I'm kind of done with running for my life on a daily basis. So now we're running not for our life, but toward our life, you know? It's oh, hold on. As I say that, what are these? What the hell even is this? Can't interact with it, so we'll just avoid it. That's weird. Okay, let's keep going. Along the ridgeline. Oh, that looks cool in the distance there. Look at that. That's a cool shot. Even more. Yeah, that's the I believe that's the skim sands. We passed that on the way into this area. Yeah, see, we have a couple of unlocked locations. But for now, we're just going to keep moving up along this. I think this is called the Arm of Akram, or Akram that we're on. But again, that's all Holy Nations territory, so we're avoiding that by kind of staying up and out of the way for now. That's at least my short-term solution. Again, I don't know if these are meant to be like copper resources or metal or maybe just environmental set pieces that we don't have any interaction with at all. I assume if I keep running this way... Oh, there is a little settlement up here. Look at that. So yeah, again, I just wanted to get away from Holy Nation. That's my primary objective as of now. Yeah, I can't really interact with any of this stuff. Huh. Well, we'll just keep on keeping on and see what happens here, folks. I do like the, you know, cinematic nature of all this location. I'm not sure how useful this is going to be, though. Like, I don't know, I'm torn. Oh, oh, that's the path we would have come down if we went the other way. I think we actually did almost go partway down that path in the last episode, so. But I digress. We are still on day 12, inching ever closer to day 13. Technically, it's 4 p.m. local Kenshi time on the moon of Kenshi. And yes, I have heard it referred to as the moon of Kenshi because clearly that's the planet and that's another moon. So I think we are like at least the second moon around this planet. Unless it's a binary planet, but honestly, with these proportions, it looks like a planet and a moon, and then we're another moon, so. But again, more and more tips in the comments have been very, very instrumental and very helpful in my adventures. Somebody actually mentioned something about an arrow pointing to the north. That's part of the reason why I am headed north. I don't know if I'm on the right track or not, but they said there was an arrow kind of pointing north from the stone, like it was carved into the stone. I might have missed it, or maybe I just didn't comment on it. But I think they said TC was the initials on the thing. Oh, look at this. This goes down. This is Akron's Valley. So let's see. What do we have here? That kind of is a dead end. And then this is a path that goes down. So I think we'll go down this path. Is there anything in this dead end, though? Again, I'm trying to be a little bit more vigilant with exploring, because right now the only way I'm making money is by kind of just finding things. Not doing a lot of mining. Oh, there is a little path, I think. Discovered World's End. Is that what this is? Or no, is that what that is? Hold on. Back in the armor of Lockroom. Yep, the World Ends is the city ahead of us. Okay, so World's End. Alright, well, let's go. Oh, this is not even clickable. Alright, well, let's head to World's End and see what they're all about. Hopefully they are Again, somebody did mention there was like a non-slave faction to the north of Holy Nation. This might be what they're referring to. World's End would be a prime candidate for a potentially safe space. Now, I'm a little worried out here because back at the Wind area, we did see a small pack of cannibals that seemed to be patrolling from the north, or like northwest area. So I'm a little worried because we were down here and we saw cannibals kind of along this pathway. So I'm a bit concerned that maybe cannibals are located in this kind of swampy area, or maybe off to the west of the Holy Nation. I'm not entirely sure there. So we're being very as vigilant as possible, considering we are back at a one-person squad again. We were at 2, but you know, a few episodes back, tragedy struck, and we came back to our original player here. But hopefully we can grow that. I really do want to start setting up, you know, a permanent base of sorts. I just have no idea, you know, really how to do that. I assume we need to build a permanent structure and start researching technology. And then ideally we set up a farm, maybe a mining operation, and then we start selling to the locals. And then we get more, you know, cats, and we go from there. So right now we only have 1,000 cats and change, and that's not really a lot. We did gear up a bit in our last episode, so our character is looking a little bit cooler, all in all. He does have a pretty sick, you know, gear loadout going on, I mean, for what we're doing. And he is just hoofing it right now. He's getting his cardio in for sure. Sprinting around. What was it, F7? Yeah, we can get rid of that pesky HUD. Watch Tallidus just absolutely turn this thing into an Iron Man challenge. She's sprinting up a 30% gradient up this mountain. This is a madman, folks. He is a cardio connoisseur. He's a stamina stampede. But I digress. We are on the way to World's End. It seems like an interesting name for the location. I guess this could be considered... Yeah, I mean, it's towards the top. It's not at the top, though. I think World's End should be like there or there. But who knows? Maybe this is like a very... It seems to be one of the highest points on the map, actually. Because, yeah, there's that whole, like, line of ridges. Maybe that's the whole point, is that it's just very high up. But I digress. We're going to actually... What could I build? Could I build anything over here? Let's see. If we do a small shack. Blue is not okay. Blue is like it could be built, but it won't be accepted. Yeah, it's too close to them. Okay. I'll keep running. Again, I'm just kind of scouting out for a potential future base setup, so we'll see. How much do I look like a slave? 1%. 69 hours left. We have a 3,000 cat bounty, so that's a little dicey. Was once a slave of the Holy Nation, but has now escaped. The heat has died down, but he still needs to avoid getting found out. Should be safe if you stay out of town. So, this is a town for sure, but I think this might be a safe town. Let's see. What do we got here? We got headgear shop, a way station, tech hunters. So tech hunters is the faction here. I would like maybe gear. Oh, travel and repairs. That might be a good spot. Okay, because one other thing I did see, somebody had a video talking about backpacks, and I desperately need more inventory space. I think backpack is the way to go. Let's see. Can we talk to any of these people? Nope. Okay, we just have to walk up and walk through. See. Is this the same guy that had the statue on the mountain? You know, maybe that statue is looking toward this city. because it was kind of looking off to, I think it was looking more east-northeast, but that's fine. We'll run through these guys. Hopefully they don't get upset at us. Oop, autosave, that's not a good sign. I don't see any slave cages, so that's always a good indicator. There's somebody sprinting through here. That's alright. Let's go into the bar and just kind of get a lay of the land before we move around too much more. And we'll see who is hanging out in here. Come in and have a browse. Okay, let's go like not sprinting mode. There we go. We're at a jog now. I had to work under Captain Trepp last week. Boy, does she break your balls. That's funny. Let's talk to this gentleman. Koteshi, looking for work. Leaving on an expedition at dawn tomorrow. I need a strong back to carry my equipment. You get 3,000 cats up front and you'll be fed well during your service. How about it? Ah. I was about to ask you the same thing. You're an adventurer? An amateur like you wouldn't last 10 minutes navigating uncharted lands. The winged beaks ogres would eat you alive. And that's if the cannibals don't make you run home pissing your pants first. Let's see. I already killed 20 of them. What of it? That's nothing. I've seen and slaughtered 50 of them in my time. Lie harder next time, amateur. Call me an amateur when you kill your first flame behemoth, sweetie. Tell this I got more important dog shit. You couldn't even slaughter Swamp Raptor with the Rusties. Ooh. Thinks he's an adventurer. I'm assuming I don't have the skills necessary to get this man to do this job. That's a bummer, though. I could really use the money. Let's talk to this person. New arrival, I see. Come take a seat, have a drink, exchange stories. Me, I've crossed every border in the world and seen every city, you know? But the Holy Land folk, they're a tough crowd. Yeah, you're telling me. Just got to World's End and One Piece last week. Say, are you looking for work? I've been beaten and stripped down and then next by the bandits, and I'm starting to die of hunger. I'm not going to make it any longer, so I've got no choice but to crawl up to the door of the one and only town. Bad teeth. Not what I asked. Imagine that, a bare naked check butt. Blue as the day I was born in a holy nation town. They threw me in prison to rot. But hey, I finally got my fill of bread that night. Managed to make my escape during a commotion. Who knows what loonies would have done to me if I hadn't. Lucky escape, I'll drink to that. Yep, I visited death stores more times than I can count, but it was all worth it in the end. Okay, well, I guess we have similar stories. Czech Kingdom, you know. Okay, so this is like a Czech ambassador, I suppose. What do we have over here? Ooh, looking for some muscle. I'm looking to hire some bodyguards. 2,000 cats per day, 1 day minimum charge, no refunds. Alright, so that's a mercenary captain, I guess. Rent me some muscle. Heading out of town on a tech hunting expedition. Got room for one more? I'll make myself useful for 3,000 cats. Can't afford that right now. Yeah, so again, I've been told, you know, the mercenaries tend to cost 2 to 3,000. Slaves are a little bit cheaper, considering what they offer, but naturally, you know, they're slaves, so you're making the moral trade-off. What do we have here? Sleeping bag, bolts, scavenger's basket. Ah, see, so this is it's a cheap and useful backpack commonly associated with peasants and scavengers. Okay, so this is a cheap backpack. I'll keep that in mind, but I'm going to go to the traveler's store and see. Encumbrance reduction is 30%. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. But what is the... okay, so this is 250 cats. Let's go over to the traveler's store and see what their wares go for. That's my big thing right now, because we gotta be able to carry more items. As it is right now, I mean, once I have a decent amount of food, provisions, maybe some, you know, med kits, we're already basically full. So I really, really need to figure out a better storage solution for my, you know, my wares. Ooh, that's the repair, I'm supposing. All right, what do we got here? This is the proprietor. Oh, we're running around the table. Okay. Yeah, show me what you got. Oh, ooh, look at these. These are prosthetics. Skeleton arms, legs. Scout leg. That's cool. It's like high tech. Rebel scout unit. Very fancy. Very expensive, though. Yeah, the cheapest one is an economy arm, which looks like just a pole on a twig thing. Let's see. We have these smaller backpacks that cost a lot more, but look at that encumbrance reduction. That's pretty nice. 50% encumbrance reduction. A little bit of combat debuff, but honestly, that might be worth it. Map of the Czech Kingdom. Ooh, Tech Hunter library map. Lost library. Swamps, Tech Hunter's map. Power of Goats. Shark and 2 swamp villages. Ooh, these could be a good idea to actually... Because we need to go find stuff and just loot, I think is the best way to get more money. Wooden backpack. 50% encumbrance reduction, but I don't like that debuff. Yeah, look at that. Really bad stealth. Yeah, this is really bad. This can be ditched in an emergency. The comfortable weight distribution allows you to carry a lot more weight and will only slow you down very slightly in a fight. This is a backpack that allows for better stacking of large items with the smaller space, particularly trade goods. So that's the trade-off. This is 800. This is, ooh, that's 1,000. Ooh, I see now. Yeah, maybe I want to buy the cheaper one. Let's, I'm probably gonna regret it, but yeah, let's do it. We're buying the cheaper one. Oh, look at this. How to research tech. Blueprints. You found a blueprint. Blueprints allow you to learn tech instantly. To learn a blueprint, open your inventory, right-click it to learn it. If you are wearing a backpack, make sure to close it first so that the blueprint doesn't switch between your inventory when you try to use it. I see, so if the backpack is open, we have to click the open bag to close it and then use the blueprint. Duly noted. So this says this stacks things. Alright, well that's fine. Let's see, our total weight is saying 31 out of 28, so we are still a little over encumbered, it seems. But what if I were to put, say, some medicine inside of our backpack? We right-click it? Yeah, it goes to the backpack. And look at that. It is, in fact, reducing our total weight, but we are still overweight, so... My goodness. Well, we'll figure it out. We're not too far overweight right now, so that's alright. We can always increase our strength or, you know, maybe get a new member. But look at that. We got a nice little box on our back. Unfortunately, our cats are very, very low. And we really need food. So let's go up into here and see what this is all about. This seems to be the main kind of outpost stronghold, so to speak. So we'll have Tallidus sprint up there and maybe we can get a nice little shot of the world's end stronghold here. Birds buzzing. Okay, look at that dodge chance. I don't like that very much. We are like negative dodge. What do we have here? So just some people standing around. Okay. Not a lot going on. What am I hearing? A machine? Or is it somebody operating something? Let's go upstairs. Whoa, they got a whole research bench. Oh, this must be why they're called the Tech Hunters. That's amazing. Look at all this stuff. Okay, well, I don't want to mess with these guys. They probably have, like, plasma guns or something. So, oh, we could talk to this person. Talk to me. EO. Keep loitering our aisles, roamer, and you'll end up trampled by sleep-deprived scientists. What brings you to World's End University? Do you need... Oh, this is a university. Can you tell me about this place? Here we study and analyze lost tech from the ancient world. Slowly but surely, we're uncovering the secrets of our forgotten history. Problem is that most ruins have already been scavenged, making it difficult to develop accurate theories without solid evidence. So that's where tech hunters come in. They scour the unexplored lands for any possible remains we can use in our research. If you're interested in adventuring, our stores pay good money for relics. Make sure you bring anything you find to us, okay? Sure, I'll bear that in mind. I had some questions about your work. If something specific in mind, there's not a great deal of information I can enlighten you with that hasn't already been documented in our records. Oh, so the skeletons have existed the whole time? Where can I find these? Let's do this one. Take a look around the library. You'll find them. Okay. We're going to find ancient science books. You're an adventurer? Forgive me, but freely passing out tips to our competition will land me in a great deal of trouble with Mr. Finch. Talking to the tech hunters over in the World's End bar. About this first extinction. I personally believe it to be a plague epidemic, but Mr. Finch stands firmly by it being a freak tornado. Whatever it was, it appears that the skeleton was better equipped to survive it. But human nature is to scapegoat, in particular those that are different to them. Alright, what happened to the ancients? Mr. Finch believes all organics to be direct descendants of smaller tribes outside of the ancient society. And the ancients, we think they would have lived disconnected from the rest of the world. A deadly disease could have killed them off, while leaving the skeletons and other tribes unaffected. But again, there are many different theories on how we all came to be. You remember anything? The memory of a skeleton is not as long-lasting as our bodies, unfortunately. I don't even remember if I existed within the ancient race or not. Trust me, it is highly frustrating for a theorist to have possibly existed at the very time period they are dedicated to investigating. Alright, thanks for the info. I mean, that's the first big kind of lore dump that I've received in this game so far. I mean, I think I've heard kind of vague references to this first extinction. Obviously, we're living in a post-destroyed world, right? There's a lot of ruins scattered throughout. But that's probably the most compelling story bits I've heard so far in this. Whoa, 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 what is this bird up to? Look at this guy. Guy's absolutely blending it up. Okay, sorry, I just got distracted by these spiral guys. Let's talk to this gentleman. Oh, this is Finch. Interrupting my thought process. This better be important. Always thought I'd find my peace and quiet working here, but nope. I just get noisy adventurers asking too many questions. Well, let me see. Do you know where I can find some ancient books? Well, why, of course. Allow me to divulge all harder knowledge of the tech hunters so that random adventurers can stumble upon valuable research artifacts before we do. I have some questions. What is this place? Well, why not just take a look around? Genius, books, workbenches. Worked it out yet? This is the university. From here, we send tech hunters northwest to salvage relics and samples. Then it's my team's job to piece together the history and lost tech of our ancient ancestors. So northwest, just give me a little big tip there. I thought Holy Nation was against all things tech related. The Holy Nation, that's what we got to do with. Oh, right, I guess you referred to the statues of the Lord Phoenix outside. Oh yeah, so those were Holy Nation statues. No more than decoys is all they are. We're not affiliated with the Holy Nation, despite appearances. The statues keep them happy. The holy fools are gullible enough to lap it up. Not so smart, those ones. Alright. You're actually a heretic. Purge! Okay, let's, let the area. If I explain the history of the world to every bore of an adventurer who dropped by, I wouldn't have much time to carry out my actual research, would I? You expect everything, you people. One minute you want me to work, next you want to rip me from my bubble of silence and knowledge. Speak to my assistant, EO. Even better, read my books, or go buy my blueprints if you really want knowledge. I've certainly published enough of them. You know, you can't hate on them, right? If you're an author and you've published something, when somebody's asking you to tell them a story, it makes sense to say, you know, hey, why don't you just go buy one of my books? I wrote it all down for this exact reason. So, I'm not going to hate on him. You know, that's just the nature of he's a creative mind. But one very big tidbit that he let slip is that the relics I might be looking for should be located to the northwest of here. So we need to find a very viable path down this mountain and head out west. And hopefully in a way that will not cause my inevitable doom. The ruin. Okay, right ahead of us. I think maybe this structure. Okay, and I see that guy. He's not moving, but he's not fooling me. I know that's clearly gonna get up in a second. Here's one just walking around anyways. Is this another one? It's just a thing. Okay. There's another one there. We're still in fast? No, we're not. Okay, we're just sprinting now. Okay, good. Unknown tower? Oh, that's the one over here. That's what that is. This looks like it's being used, so I'd probably rather not go there. As it didn't say that it was a ruin, it said it was an unknown tower. Yeah, let's maybe not poke the bear on that one. Look at all these ruins here. This is crazy. Like, I guess this is structure. This is concerning. This massive broken piece, because what was here, I wonder? You know? This was not a small scale of anything. I mean, look at this. This is another. These look like legs or support structures for something much, much larger that occurred. Let's jog over here and see. Can we get into this ruin, or is this the ruin itself? Unknown object. Empty ruin. Okay, this is red. I don't like that. That's a little concerning. What is the unknown object? Oh, that's the one over there. Is the object the big pillar? I don't know. Let's go into the ruin if we can, and we'll see what we can see. I really need a weapon. Should have probably bought one in town, but again, I don't have a lot of money. How do I see inside this ruin? Okay, can we not go anywhere? No, nothing. Nothing going. Okay. Oh, illuminating. Let's check out the unknown object. Famous last words. I mean, yeah, look at this. See, I don't know if that's a tree or like a metallic object. It's kind of hard to tell the difference, weirdly. It looks like the one that was over there, but from a distance, yeah, see, it looks more organic the closer you get, but then I don't know, is this like an ancient forest that got annihilated by whatever this big structure was, or another unknown tower? See, these are all, they all have the ruin symbol, but I'm concerned because they have like a different look to them on... Oh, here's another ruin coming up. Okay, further down south. Well, that's fun. Are we near the unknown object? It is technically there. Okay, let's keep going. I think maybe, is this it? No. Fallen Tower. Oh, I see. So is that, yeah, that's what this is. So it's an unknown object until you get close enough to figure out what it is. These, seems like these towers were built after these big metal objects. Ooh, there's an actual thing over here. That looks like an actual legitimate outpost. So let's check it out. Can I even swim in this water? Let's see. Okay, we'll keep hopping across. We'll stay on the land as much as possible, and then we'll walk over and see what this is. This looks like it was definitely built after whatever this thing is fell. So the tree fell, then they built an outpost inside of the trunk or the stump. I don't know. I'm a little confused, but I'm very intrigued. And I'm also intrigued to see what... Ooh, we could probably actually see what these things are now. Close enough. Can't click on it, though. It's just kind of hovering around. These look like Imperial probe droids from Empire Strikes Back. The ones that like landed in the snow on Hoth at the very beginning. Yes, they are spies. Spies indeed. That's kind of a cool shot, though, you know. Droids as we approach on foot. Such minuscule creatures from down below. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, folks? Alright, let's get a little closer, and hopefully nobody pops out and kills me. It looks like the whole thing is kind of submerged, though. I might say it's in a floodplain. What? What kind of craziness is that? So, swimming is slower than wading. Duly noted. Running is the fastest. Okay, is there anything we can find in here? Is this just going to be a complete... Oh, my guy's going all the way around the scenic route. Okay, well, let's go inside and see. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. This is a security spider. Time to go into sneak mode, folks. Okay, we are brightly lit, but I don't see any qualm of stealing something from the machines. Clearly, it's guarding the upstairs. I don't think the downstairs is his main priority. Let's take a peek here. We've got gears and iron plates. Ooh. You know, we could probably stash these in our backpack and sell these later. Alrighty, so let's see here. We're gonna try to... Ooh, I can loot this barrel. Oh, nothing going in there? Okay. Okay, let's see. Can we see what's upstairs? We can. Ooh, what? Does security spider move? Looks like they're both upstairs now. I wonder if we can... Okay, that one's chilling there. Can we go up here and just check out? Let's see what happens. I'm going to speed up time here. We'll just walk upstairs, see what we can see. Again, if this thing spots me, we are in trouble. Okay. Do I have to go all the way around the wall to see? I think I do. I wonder what their visual range is, and also what's above us. The roof. Yes. Uh-oh. 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 Is he coming back downstairs? I think he is. I think we need to leave. Okay, let's go. Yeah, he saw us. We're getting up. We're going. We're going. We're going. Okay, page down. Okay. We gotta get out of this ruin. I think we're getting attacked. I'm gonna go out this way. Come on. Come on. Come on. Move it, buddy. Move it. I'm outside of the building. I'm outside. I'm safe. Safe zone. Okay, at least it slows down a little bit too in the water, so. Thank God. This thing moved that fast the whole time. I don't know. It still moves faster than me in water, so that's a huge problem. Oh, there's another one too. We're gonna have to run right past this one though. Because we gotta wait. Oh no, it's coming for me. Get past, get past, get past. Alright, let's just keep moving. What is this? More iron? Yeah, more iron. Okay. I don't like this area, folks. I really don't like this area. I think we need to get out ASAP. Away from all these friggin' spiders. Let me go this way. Is there something else, though? We had another ruin down there I'd like to look into. But I'm also pretty paranoid that it's going to be full of spiders. We'll try it out. We'll try it out. Again, I got a little bit of a jump on him. So hopefully I can run away fast enough and I'll just lose interest. I think the security one... Yeah, that's just an iron spider. So the security one lost track of me, so that's good. And the eagle-eyed among you, I don't know how I'm going to edit it, but yes, I have definitely saved scum twice already. We died earlier to a pack of beak things. And then the second time we just died in there to a security spider. So in my effort to be ever transparent, I am admitting yes. We have died officially twice in a Clueless Kenshi run. I did do another save scum in the previous episode, but that's just because I got caught twice and just sort of reset my escape timer on my prison break. So that wasn't really a death. It just kind of made it less enjoyable. Kind of slowed down the entire episode a little bit. And it was already kind of a slower episode. So I apologize, but, you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do in the game of Kenshi. And again, not officially in Iron Man mode or anything, but I still try to do as much as I can. The only time you'll actually see me save scum is if it just makes no sense, if I made one stupid decision. But I do try to roll with the punches as much as possible. Let's check out... This is cool. It's like an old refinery thing? I don't know. It's interesting. But yeah, part of the game is rolling with the punches, right? Losing a limb, losing teammates, whatever. I do, you know, I do intend to keep all that in. But sometimes, you know, it just doesn't make sense. There's another ruin over here we could check out. Yeah, sometimes it just literally makes for bad content when it's just, you know, oh, you know, it's been a day and a half and I got eaten. Or, you know, whatever, so. Again, I really hope I don't contract anything swimming through these lovely waters. But you gotta do what you gotta do in Kenshi. I don't like that spider. Is that... Okay, that's just an old iron spider. Okay. Old machines. Yes, he's one of the old machines. Here's another ruin. Again, we're trying to do a little Tomb Raider action on this episode, but I've had zero luck finding anything. Again, we snatched, what, a couple iron plates and gear. One iron plate, one gear. So a whopping, like, I don't know, for 300 cat value. So not really mind-boggling by any means, but, you know, at least there's something going. Again, could be better off just straight up, you know... Oh, you know what? We're almost close to this ruin again. Wow, we've run quite far this episode. All right. There's a path going up this hill. Maybe we do this. I mean, going away from cannibals has to be a good idea. As long as we don't have Holy Nation breathing down our necks... I think I'd be okay. Didn't realize how many were floating over there. That's kind of interesting. Haunting music. Well, all right, let's see. I think I might actually try to get to this ruin. That could be a source of great riches if we're lucky. The problem is, then I gotta run all the way back to the world's end to sell anything because I cannot go to the Holy Nation and be like, hey guys, been a while. Hope you forgot about me. I mean, it has been a while, but we're still an ex-slave. We still got 50 hours, so that's, by my calculation, a little over 2 more days to kind of wait out and keep a low profile if possible. So yeah, speed up time so I can get out of this water, and then we're gonna head towards the ruins. Oh, look at that! I just walked right past. I think that's a spider. Yeah, I don't know if that one might actually be dead though. I assume they're all in stasis because, you know, caution, or at least to try to practice caution whenever possible in this game. But you know, yeah, let's go this a ways. We'll find our way up into the mountain, and we'll see what happens. Again, those mechanical iron spiders seem to only really get aggro when you're like within 100 feet or so. So you really have to kind of not be on the lookout to bump into them. Rebirth. Is that the name of... Oh, maybe this whole area is called Rebirth. Okay. But I want to go over to this ruin, so let's keep going up the hill. Surely there's a mountain path. Ooh, we discovered a lone shack. Where is the lone shack? Oh, it's over here directly to the west. Or no, sorry, that's to the east. It's to our left. Let's check it out. It could be something. It might be nothing. That's the way this cookie crumbles in this game quite a bit. Sometimes, you know, sometimes areas are almost entirely environmental storytelling. I don't like what I'm hearing, though. What am I hearing? Okay, birds. This game is, you know, obscenely quiet, so I get very paranoid whenever I hear any sound effect, really. I want to check out the top of the hill, or at the bottom of the hill. It's that way. I think it's going to be at the top. Let me see. Can I see it over the way? I'm going to have to go through. It looks like these guys are, like, circling something. Look at this. That's gotta be... Yeah, let's check this out. There's gotta be something here. They're literally circling like vultures. Perhaps that's their purpose. Something of a waypoint, if you will. Okay, I'm right underneath them. Yeah, they're circling right there. Okay, let's go. I guess I'm holding Alt to see. Is there any items, something to interact with? What am I looking for here? Nothing? Okay. Suppose that was just a bad theory. Can I find the shack over here? Let's see. Where's my camera at? Oh, more spiders. Gotta love them. Looks like this might be in the back of this canyon. We're gonna have to check it out. Leaving no stone unturned. Oh wow, I'm nervous about that spider. I didn't even see that spider. Man, imagine if you have arachnophobia and a mechanical spider comes at you. It's like a double whammy. Discovered Rebirth. I mean, didn't we already? Oh, Rebirth is here. Oh, is that... Maybe Rebirth is another town. I thought it was a region. Also, I just hate the sound. I don't know if that's a bird or what, but that is super gross. Oh, there it is. That's the shack. Okay, can we see who's here? No. Alright, well, we're coming on. We're coming in, and we're going to see what's going on. Also, this looks like a path up into the mountains, which is perfect. Kind of hoping to find that, to be honest. It does look like this is built near the wreckage of something, so perhaps a coal? It's an iron source. Okay. This is Float Sand Ninjas. That's who lives here. Can we open the door without being assaulted? Let's see. Hello, guys. Just me hanging out. Is nobody home? I don't think anybody's home. Let's go upstairs. I'm a little concerned because if nobody's home, what happened there? Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Let's sneak. Yes, dried meat. Oh my god. Okay, yes, that's what we need. All the dried meat. Control right shift. Okay, control right. Look out, we could stack it in our backpack too. Ooh, buddy. Okay. Look at this. String of cats. So when I hold control... Oh, I see. It fixes my guy. Okay. Basket hat. Okay. I mean, that's just nothing really. Monk pants. You know, we'll leave them the clothes. There's no reason to steal the clothes. Ooh. Cargo pants. Bread. Yeah, we're taking that. Sorry. Sleeping bag. Essential if it can carry one of these around with you and you can build yourself a camp bed anywhere you need it. Alright. A hacksaw. Might come in handy. Take all the medicine, all these. Okay, we'll leave the pants, like I said. Let's go downstairs and check it out. Again, the float Sam ninjas might come after me, but we're going to be well gone, hopefully, by the time that occurs. I want to take that cactus. There we go. How big is that? Oh, that's a small one. Okay. Yeah, we're taking all this stuff. I mean, there's no reason, in my opinion, not to. Surprisingly modern-looking shirt. Got sell value. If we could sell it, we're going to grab it. Again, I will leave the pants. I don't know. Something about stealing their pants just seems extra cruel. But look at this, folks. We got all these goodies. I mean, it makes more sense to move this down here. Put this in the stacking bag. Yeah, look at that. Oh, we're doing it the wrong way. That's fine. Drifter's leather pants. Are these better than ours? No, ours are way better. Armored the rag skirt. Okay. These are good for selling. I mean, we're trying to, there we go, range. I like it. To the bag. Skeleton repair kit. First aid. I'm loving it. What do we have here? Water jug. Even better. Glug glug with a water jug. Yeah, I mean, splint kit, a wrench. We're getting all sorts of goodies, folks. Sake, dried fish, chew sticks. I can't pick that up. Okay, well, I'm sure we can figure this out. What if we did that and then that? Surely we could pick these. Yep, perfect. All right, we run around here and just check these last little bits and bobs. Oh yeah, we can hold alts. That's right, to see what's all here. All right, so we know that we're going to be in trouble with Float Sam for a little while. Rattan hat. It's got some sell value. A little bit more than the shirt, but it takes more inventory, so maybe we'll leave it. Taking all the things that can stack. A Float Sam's safe house note. If you're reading this, there is a good chance you just escaped from rebirth and are half dead. Safe house is for you to use to rest and recover. You should hopefully find some food, tools to remove your shackles, bed, and some basic clothing. Good luck. If you're just a passing adventure, please don't loot this place, or we will hunt you down and skin you alive. You are a Holy Nation soldier. F you, and after you're done brainwashing religion, we will defy you to the end of the Ponzi stuck-up slope-brewed mouth breathers. And then what do we have here? A little bit of cats. So we'll take those, take the bread. Sorry, we'll leave the hat, but we're taking what we need. We need everything. We'll leave the note, ironically. We grab these chew sticks. Do they not stack? Okay, what we need to do is flip these into here by doing something like this. Move this down to here. I don't know, this is a little bit of a... We might just leave the chew sticks, that's fine. Oh, more bread and meat. I mean, come on, folks. Butter de mole. As you know, my father was executed for possessing sacrilegious texts. As a child, before moving in with my grandfather, I had the chance to read one of them. It was about a shit woman who lived a long time ago. She traveled with her companions, fought battles, and lived extraordinary adventures before she died in a war. Although my mother punished me for admiring her at the time, I couldn't help but wish I was her. I tried so hard to convince myself that the woman was nothing more than a darkened, it's not the fighting that I dreamed of. It was being considered an equal, living freely, without being reminded that I need to obey my husband, my father, the priests, that I need to bear children and be a chaste woman. All I ever wanted was the chance to choose my life and be considered a person, not like an animal without reason. I managed to conceal the book during my long life, and I now give it to you so that you may teach young girls the desire for freedom. Well, that's nice. Is the book nearby? It wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe, you know, snatch that, pick it up, possibly. I would like to store this bread. How do we get this bread? Let's do that. We'll switch these and these. Move this in here. We can move that up there. The fish can go in here. And then look at this. We can... I wish we could rotate things. I mean, I guess they have to draw the line at some point, you know. There we go. Let's do that. And then... How do I really want to grab this bread, but we need to make a little bit of room. So we could go, ooh, I got an idea. Stack this. Stack that. Flip that, and then what? Oop. Can we right click? Let's arrange. Yeah, let's see, this arranges everything. Okay, we can put the ration back down here, because that's not stacking with anything. Now we should be able... How do I click and... Shift click. There we go. Shift click moves the whole stack, or the whole bag. This goes over here again. Okay, perfect. So now if we do that and that... This is a little crazy, but I think it's going to be worth it. Shift click. Yep. And then look at this. Control right click, and we're getting all that bread. Look at that. Get this daily bread. Okay. Can we find the book? I think the book might be worth grabbing, but I don't see it anywhere here. So I think we might just leave. Let's grab this dried fish. Should be able to stack that. I think we could grab the chew sticks too. Yes, beautiful. Can we stack the water jug? No. Okay, we'll leave everything else, and let's keep on keeping on. I think actually this is not a bad time to consider our next move. Do we go to the ruin? Do we go to a new base? Could we make our base at the ruin? Can I right click on the map to go somewhere? I think I can. Let's go out of sneak and let's just follow Tallidus and see where he goes on the map here. I don't like that I'm going around. Also, when we were extremely over encumbered, 70 out of 28. We are going to be exhausted here, folks. And he also looks to be going the completely wrong direction. I would like to go up into the mountain, not down. So let's go back up. There was a path up here. Yes, let's do this path. Ooh, apologies. Everything's kind of glitching out here. All right. See, these guys are spiraling for sure. That can't just be a... I don't know. Seems suspect, but I digress. We have a whole lot of food now. I would dare say we have the beginnings of a potential base setup. I just have absolutely no materials to build said base, so the only way I'm going to be able to do that is if I get lucky enough to find building materials near an area where I can build a base. And I think you all know where I'm going with this. I would love to actually build a base, if possible, at the ruin, you know? That would be amazing. I just don't know. We go this way? Is my guy going to turn around immediately? Yeah, he's going to go back. Okay, well, let's run across this way and just see what happens. Where am I looking now? This is... Oh man, this is like directly out to the west. Yeah, we can see the path. I don't think this is going to have to go by rebirth to keep going. So I don't know what rebirth is. But I think we're going to find out in this episode. Hopefully they're not Float Sam Ninja related, because we are now on their official hit list. We stole everything that we could from them, so that's going to be a problem. If we ever come across anybody who might know who did that, we are going to have to deal with those consequences, but until then we are running along the mountain here, and we're going to do this at fast speed, because we are going extremely slow, but with all the loot in our bags. Again, it would be so nice to have like a legitimate base that I could actually post up at or something of that nature. I think what we're going to do is probably find the next town or village and just sell as much of this as possible, assuming we don't get into trouble with the local law enforcement. Oh, there's a wall. Let's slow things down a little bit once we get up here. Oh my goodness. I assume this is yeah, I'm going to assume that this is probably a Holy Nation mining town, mining area. I don't know. So it is a little concerning when you get up to a gate where there's no guards, because that usually means people aren't even able to escape if they got free. Is this... Okay, there's nobody in here, I don't think. Alright. Oh, there are guards here. Hold on. Yep, that's Holy Nation. So we probably want to avoid them. But can we run around? No, we have to go through this gate. How much do we look like one of the old, you know, slaves? Okay, we have 40 hours left on our bounty. Oh, I don't like this, folks. I do not like this. I think I think we try it once. We'll see. I don't know. I've already done 2 save scums this episode. I think let's just walk through and pretend like we belong. Blessings upon you, brother. Okay, I think we could just jog through here. We'll favor one side. Divine blessings, brother. Yes. Yeah, you're all good. We're cool. Yeah, you don't need to look at me too hard. It's fine. Everything's fine. I don't think there's much civilization down there. There's a couple of like hovels. Yeah, look at that. Slave shop. Just all slave shops. My goodness. I might have to swing back through here when I have a little bit more firepower, if you catch my drift. And maybe we'll do something about the Holy Nation's habits. I think we are going to run over to this side, though, of the valley. And see, it keeps making him run back. I don't like that. Oh, he's going the right way, though. Let's do this. Fast speed. We'll keep tracking camera on. And let's get a nice little cinematic shot. Running through Rebirth. Which, again, they are all based upon the Phoenix. So, you know, Order of the Phoenix, all that jazz. These are soldiers. Hopefully they don't recognize me. Again, we are in fast motion here, running through a very cool area, but also very spooky in terms of my potential enslavement. Because we don't want to have that happen a 3rd time. And here we do have more slaves. These are the Rebirth slaves. Again, manual stone processor. Okay, so... I wonder if you could, like, freelance here. Be like, hey, guys, I'm just doing this for the love of the game. You all have to do it. Yeah, let's just keep moving. Inappropriate as that comment was. I need to get out of this area and go back up the other side because I want to see where this ruin is. I think I need to go north out of here. To the east and north, so... You know what? Let's go up this way. That looks like it might be the way. Yeah, that's up and away, so... Let's get a cool shot, though, of this statuesque figure. Unintended. Can we stop here? Maybe I have to do, like, this number? Yeah, let's go up on the rock and see. Where am I at? Are we getting attacked? No. What the hell's down here, then? Oh, my goodness. Are these... Wow, they're all just tied up on posts. And we can't do anything about it. Well, that's not ideal. And they're building a massive statue. Surprise, surprise. Okay, well, kind of blends into the rocks, though. They really got to light that thing properly. It's going to just blend in there, and nobody's going to really be able to appreciate it. I'm just saying, like, from this side, you get a nice silhouette, because it's dark behind it, but this side, it kind of blends into the rocks. Maybe there's a certain time of day you're meant to view it. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking the aesthetics of a slave statue. This is an HQ and a barracks, which we don't want to really mess around. Let's just go out the gate this way. We'll keep running up the mountainside. And you know what? I don't know if that's going to connect. I'm going to right click right there and we'll just see where my guy goes. Go where you will, Tallidus. Run. Run for your life. Divine blessings, brother. Yes, yes. There's no need to check my bags. Everything is okay. Alright. They seem to be chill. Chill enough for now. Let's get out of this creepy area. Yeah, again, that statue is something else. But barely visible under these lighting conditions. Not really made for nighttime viewing, if I'm being honest. Again, we are running. This is as fast as we can run. It's just, you know, we have about 4 times our capacity, and we got to go around this whole horseshoe. We absolutely could have come up here. Oh, maybe not. You know, there does seem to be a path going up this way. Is that the path that goes to the ruins? I think it is, so we're going to go up it. Yes, let's do that way. Again, I'm being a little reckless here. If anybody's on these mountain paths, then we are definitely going to get caught. Yes, this is the ruins. We have discovered these official ruins, and look at this. I mean, my goodness. Does it get more defensive than this? I mean, come on, folks. Can we run down here? We're just going to click into the middle and see the route that old Tallidus takes here. The ruins from the other side, as it were. Nice little shot right there. Feel like you can see him kind of snaking down around the mountainside. We'll follow him with our very, very amateur camera work in Kenshi. I think he's going to have to come around here and possibly do this. So yes, the ominous ruins below. Catching the sun rays. Very interesting. And there is Tallidus. Let's check our... make sure we're not getting attacked for a second. I think we're okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, folks. Probably should have gone somewhere to offload. Let's go back to normal speed. This doesn't look like a ruin. Oh, it's locked. Ooh, why do I believe this is locked for a reason? Is something locked inside, perhaps? Let's do a save. Alright, I'm gonna jog up to this. Can we even try to unlock it? We can. Pick the lock. Let's see what we can do here, folks. I have a 7.3 chance. It's going to be very unlikely. We'll have to do this for a while. But you know what? We got nothing but time. The only thing we don't have is any inventory space. It would be kind of cool to put a base here, though. Could I, like, deconstruct these buildings? Let's see. Could I even put a building down? No. It's too close to... this is considered a town. Okay, well, that makes sense a little bit. That's unfortunate, but... let's continue lockpicking for a... oh, we just succeeded. Let's see what's behind the doors. What could be behind this door, folks? What could be behind this door? Let's see. It's a library and a locked chest. Oh my god, it's a whole laboratory up here, folks. Okay, and almost... oh my god, okay, hold on. Old treasure map. Ancient tech lab. Can we grab it and then we can read it? No way. And now we know. Where was the ancient tech lab that is indicated here? Is that it? That is. It's the ruin. Okay, okay, we're going through everything now. That's a chair. An engineer's map. Okay. New map locations. Oh, I should have even noticed what that was. Okay. The workshop of sorts. Okay, so we got to be careful because they only appear first time we look at the map. These are books. Oh, they don't stack, do they? Oh, they do stack. Okay. Oh, good. These are damaged books. It's pretty useless now. All right. So we'll avoid the damaged books and just get the good ones here. Old map. Can't pick that up. Oh, yes, you can, pal, because we're going to drop the shirt. Yeah. There we go. Up some old other, probably fictional continent. I get some money out of it. Oh, okay. 180. That's worth something. Another old map. Do these stack? Yes, they do. Excellent. Okay. Here's the big question. Do the good books stack? Book. Yes. Okay. Where was that? Yes. We already figured that out, didn't we? The gear stacks, parchment. I can't pick that up. You know what? I bet you can if we make room. Surely this can go into my backpack, yes? This is not stack? There we go. Beautiful. Now I can pick it up. Excellent. Where did the parchment go? Oh, it's right. It's a roll. Okay. Hey, that's worth money, folks. This is the biggest find that we've had in this game yet. Look at this. Okay, we're going to have to stack these parchments. I don't care about these food sticks. I mean, I do, but I think the pants are blocking a lot of options. So we'll drop those to get all these. There we go. Let me get my heads-up display back, and we will go through here and grab everything that's worth anything. No room for that item. Oh, will it say that while I'm hovering over? Like if I just hover over? Oh, either way. You can and you will, laddie. You can and you will pick up those items. Because we're going to stack these parchments like so. I'll just toss the bread on the ground for now. Can I not drop the bread? Can I use it as a weapon, perhaps? Alright, so we want to put these in my backpack. Shift right click, there it is. Now, when I pick up the parchments... Oh, really? They don't go straight to my... That's kind of silly. Control click? Right click? No? No? Okay. Just gotta do a little manual application. Not the end of the world. It's just a little annoying. Oh, that's downstairs. There's the good one. Old map, book. Old map, or parchment. A hinge, which we can't not pick up. Are hinges worth anything? That is something to look into. So let's drop the hacksaw, which is kind of worthless, to be honest. How much is a hinge worth? 78. Do they stack, though? If they stack, we got a different equation going on here. Let's see, let's grab this one. They do not seem to stack in normal inventory. Well, let's see. More gears on the ground. Can I pick those? Yes, I can. Beautiful. And then what is this? This is a workshop, right? Medical workbench. Doesn't seem like I can use it, though. Probably not smart enough. Yeah, it doesn't seem... Oh, wait. Can I hold right-click? Use. Use. Can I loot it? Oh, okay. So we can at least loot it even if we can't use it. Can I keep this bread? I would like to keep the bread. Is there any way to organize this in a way that I get my bread back? Yes. We do that. We do this. We do that. And then we go shift, right click to the backpack. Ooh, there we go. That's making a lot of room. Shift then click, by the way, before you pick up a whole stack. Now look at that. Oh, we still can't stack the bread. Oh, come on. Alrighty, parchment goes over, that's something, okay, hold on, might be able to make this work. Do that, yeah, then we can grab the other bread loaf, okay, that's a thing. How hungry are we getting? You know, it might not be the worst thing to actually snack. Encumbrance effect. Currently well fed. Alright, well, I'm not worried about that. Yeah, we'll leave the hacksaw behind. I think it's going to be worth the trade-off, to be honest. Let's go back downstairs. I mean, this is crazy. There's still so much other things to loot in this area, but we're not going to be able to fit any more of them. Unless it's parchment or old maps that we can stack. And again, unfortunately, this parchment has to be manually stacked into my backpack. There's no other way to really get it properly. Oop. But this is definitely the biggest find that we've had thus far. Probably in the whole game, to be honest. I don't think there's been a better find in the game for my character. We could stack those. Really, these can't stack? There we go. And then another parchment. Okay, so how do we... I keep hitting escape the wrong way. I don't want to make one more slot available, so let's do that. And let's get rid of the cactus, because we only have one of those. And then I think if we do this, how do we add... Yep, there it is. That's our new parchment slot. Beautiful. Now we should be able to pick up the rest of the parchment in this building. Okay. And we're kind of organizing as we go. Making more and more room. And then, I mean, we're going to go back and just be a hero for the tech hunters, if we can get back there in time. We got a lockpick here. I mean, 25% chance. We should be good to pick this lock pretty soon. Let's just zip through this. I'm a little concerned it's booby-trapped. I have yet to see a booby-trap chest or anything in this game, but it just kind of seems like it might be. Ooh, old treasure map. What do you know? Let's go ahead and... ancient military documents? Damaged book. Alright, let's swap the water jug, because that's not really worth a lot. But we'll use old treasure map, and we can use it. Shows the Tower of Abuse. Old control tower. Alright. Again, you just got to kind of remember these things because there's a ruin there, there's the old control tower, we know there's a ruin up here. But once you learn the item, it only highlights it once, like the next time you open the map. So use it or lose it, folks. Once you get that information, we have a new location added to the map down here. That is a really big square, interestingly. What else do we have? Ancient military documents. We gotta see what this is all about. Right-click it. One new location added to the map. And where does this one lead us? All the way over here. So kind of near the other one, actually. We got this ruin, and then we got this outpost down here. So that could be a nice cache of potential goods in the future. Grab the water jug just for now. Again, let's see. We have what looks to be crates. Hold down the Alt key to steal items. Oh, I see. That just like a safe mark so that... Okay, well, they're all damaged anyways. Damaged books don't seem to be worth grabbing, so we're not going to. I mean, this is crazy, though. Look at all this stuff. Parchment, another book. Okay, that is it. All right. Right-click the parchment over there. Oh, no. Okay, we are totally full here, folks. We got nothing else to grab. So... I think we need to make haste, not waste, and head over to our world's end to really, you know, do the damn thing. There's some other objects here. We have leather, a plank, which appears to be good. I know green is decent. I believe blue is good if I'm using my old Diablo mentality. Although, I don't know. What does plank mean? Let's just jog over here and see what the hell plank implies. And then we'll keep an eye out for any other sort of treasure chests that might be here. Any other lootable... There's a fragment axe. Ooh. What is the plank? Okay, the plank looks to be like another sword or weapon. Which is great, because we desperately need weapons, so... I am not complaining one sec. There's fuel as well. Yeah, oh, look at that. Heavy weapons class. Look at that. Look at that weapons penalty. We cannot... we cannot wield this thing, but look at that value. Ooh, man, we are so overweight now. Can we even lift up this power core? No, I doubt it. Yeah, why would you? Let's see, can we hold fragment axe? Oh man, that's a shame. We're probably not going to be able to... I mean, this is ridiculous. Look at that, it's like 20 pounds. What about the fragment axe? Heavy weapons class. Not quite as valuable as the plank. Arguably heavier. Let's see. Heavy weapon class, -6 indoor penalty, cutting damage, blunt damage, blood loss. Model number, Captain number 3. So... Oh, it's Captain's scrap match. Okay, so that means it was manufactured by a... Oh, so is this one, though. This is a number 2. So this is... we can sell for 3,200. It weighs 30 kilograms. This one we could sell for 3,600-ish. It weighs 23 kilograms. So we're just gonna carry this one. Again, we'll look cool, but we will not be able to swing this thing for the life of us. Look at all these other things, though, like electronic components, fuel. I mean, and then down here, I don't even know what to get into with this. The one that's hanging off the cliff. An odachi, a plank, a topper. I think the odachi is another weapon. Ooh, that looks like probably the best thing. And then a topper, which is another weapon. Let's take a peek at these weapons. I am just curious because clearly all these steel bars, iron plates, skeleton repair kit, a ringed saber. This is a weapons cache. This is not just for one person. These are weapons for like a whole faction. Potentially. Interesting. Can I get down here though? That's the question. Where am I going? Alright, well he, I guess, turned the corner. That's a little weird though. Yeah, I want to see though, because we see another plank, so clearly that's not like ultra rare. This Nadachi has me kind of intrigued though, so let's check that out. I'm going to check Topper first, and then Nadachi, and then we'll move on with our journey from there. We're going to have to drop plank for now. Let's see what Topper's all about. Ooh, it is a katana class. So not a weapon too, but... Sells for 2,800, weighs only 9 kilograms, and it is a little bit faster. It seems hybrid between katana and saber. Alright, let's go around and see what this Nadachi looks like. Could we also pick it up? Could we hold both? Nope. Looks like I can't get there, maybe? Hold on, let's go outside and just walk around. Like adults. Alright. A ringed saber. See, what's the deal? I can't run down this way. It's not an option. Can I run down this way? Huh. Do I need to bring somebody who has like a larger grab radius or something? Yeah, look at that. I can't get down that way. So I can't even grab the ringed saber. The guy runs towards it, and then he just stops. Alright, well. I guess we're going to hold on to, I think plank, actually, for the sheer... Well, let's see. What I'm debating, because this one looks like I could actually use it better. Katana class. My attack is currently -1, but that's just because I have these terrible penalties with my equipment. Okay, so that's -1, -5, -9, so it's a 4-3-0 for attack, defense, dodge. Oh, God. What is this? Is that Holy Nation? Skeletons? Okay, this is just a group of skeletons. I think we're okay. Whew. Oh, those Holy Nation walking by. What does plank do for me here? Attack, defense. Why do these go up so much? Oh, yeah, it's because I'm looking at myself. See, I'm at 3-0 here, and then if we grab a weapon... 4-3-0. Yeah, we'll just grab plank. That's fine. We'll figure it out. All right, I think now I need to return to World's End and look into unloading all of our ill-gotten gains here. And yes, that's going to take a while. Can I just click it and run and see what happens? Let's see. That's too far. That's too far, isn't it? There's no way. Alright, so I guess we gotta go back through Rebirth. The only other option is to go down and around, but I'd rather not do that. And there's no bridges, really. Well, there's a bridge north of Blister Hill. We could go down here, cross, and then go back up. Maybe we do that. Let's see. I'm gonna go up the cliffside and just see. There's only one way in and out of this area. Which makes me confused. Like, how are those guys passing through if there's only one way in or out? You know what I mean? Like, how the hell did they get here? Either way, we are massively overweight, but I have heard a good thing about being overweight is that you can actually train your strength. So if I look at my stats here, my strength is currently at 15, but supposedly moving while encumbered, you see it's actively going up. Moving while heavily over-encumbered is basically like strength training. You're actually lifting weight. And yes, we are going as fast as we can, which means we're barely passing these guys at a full sprint, which is kind of insulting. We are fully sprinting, they are fully chilling, and we can barely get past. But what are you gonna do, folks? This is why we play the game. Alright. I mean, this isn't specifically why, but, you know, one of the reasons. I'm debating, really. We might honestly just do our path again. I'm gonna head up this mountain trail, up that mountain trail, go up here. And we'll see. I'm going to put this in fast mode, though, and we might turn this into a little time-lapse, take it back to World's End, because this is going to take a little while. Had to avoid a little Holy Nation patrol there, and we're going back to normal speed, and if just in case I was actually doing that time-lapse. We're crossing the same bridge that we crossed on our previous episode, this time, though, without a chasing party, so that's kind of nice. Although, it again reminds me that I do want to eventually put down roots somewhere, so this is probably the biggest advice that I could get at this point from any of viewers of these videos. Let me know where I should post up. I'm sure it probably helps to have more people than one, but I do want to have an idea of like where I'll be. And honestly, I like the idea of kind of being, you you know, this region is sort of cool. I know it's a little dangerous because there's cannibals up here. This is clearly all the Float Sam ninjas and stuff. We got Holy Nation kind of down here. World's End seems like a pretty chill spot, though. So if I could be near there, I wouldn't be opposed. But I just need to know, like, a good spot maybe in this... Not even right here, but, like... Again, I don't really know if I want to be in that valley. Ooh, hey now, let's go back to normal speed. Okay, just skeletons. I think they're cool. They should be chill with me. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I mean, I keep occasionally trying to hit build and see. Like, I could build here. Like, this could be a spot. Obviously, you're way too close to Holy Nation. And, you know, I want to get, like, a good, defensible area. But also, like, this whole zone actually would be kind of neat to be in this area, like, in the wind, you know? But again, I just need more tips about the locals, you know? Am I going to regret it if I place down roots this close to Holy Nation? Should I be a little bit further from a major city? Because we got Blister and World's End right here, so maybe I should go, like, more out this way. I know that this is the valley, though. This is all Holy Nation territory, kind of through there. So I'd probably want to avoid that. And then we have Skim Sands. Actually, this might be Skim Sands, but... Either way, you know, a lot of the map is spoken for a reason. It's kind of a cool dawn happening there. Let's get a little nice little ambient shot of dawn occurring across the wind. Dawn in the wind. Dawn with the wind. I don't know. I feel like the tech hunters really want what I got. This is some seriously good merchandise that I've got on hand. Welcome, friend. So yeah, he's a tech hunter, Thumper. And who do you have back here? A shinobi guard. Anything you like? Show me what you got. Whoa! Some seriously hefty looking crossbows. That's cool. Now what will he pay for what we've got? Oh, okay. Well, at least he pays 100%. 103% price markup. So that's something, and look at a lot of money. So if we right click, we will start selling. Okay, so we netted about 1,500 just from the maps. The hinges, well, full enough. Sell those. Split kit. Ooh, we might keep that. That might be useful. I think I am going to get rid of the sake, though. Yeah. Popular among samurai, frequently imported. Yeah, so we'll do that. Get rid of that. Parchment. How are we looking here? Ooh, 180 for pop on these bad boys. The water jug. Yeah, we'll get rid of that for now. The cactus, I think I might keep. I don't know if that's worth selling, to be honest. Skeleton repair chant. Yeah, we will sell this. That's 2,000. I did not realize how valuable that really was. The bag down here. This is sort of my usable items. Dried fish, it's actually worth selling, so we're gonna get rid of that. Well, hold on, let's see. How much is the bread worth? 233, that's 181. Dried meat, yeah, we can live off of dried meat. So yeah, let's get rid of all the super expensive food here. I think I ate 2 loaves of bread on the way back. That's fine, we probably needed to. We'll sell the gears, again, could be useful, but I don't want to carry these around forever, and we can use the money. And then I think we sell off... I don't know if we want to sell off any of these first aid kits. They're not really worth that much, and I think it would be good to have those on hand. I'm selling the chew sticks. Best thing you can do with nothing but cactuses. Yeah, it's money. Not a lot, but it's something. And then we'll sell off the iron plates, and I think we're going to sell the bread and all of these. Yeah, let's just do it. We're going to sell it all. Yeah, look at this. Selling all that. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, we haven't even started selling the books yet. That's going to be the big money shot there. Okay, so that's 12 times basically 300. So what? 36? Yeah, 3,600 or so. And look at that, folks. We are up to 14,900 total cats in our inventory. Can I just click arrange and make this look pretty? There we go. That's, I guess, slightly better. And we're gonna... I don't think we can eat the cactus on its own, so we'll just grab one of these out. Oh, I sold it. That's fine. Can we click it? Yeah, we'll just drag one of these out to our inventory. We'll eat it whenever we're hungry. But yeah, just like that. With one good looting run. Oh, you know what I haven't even sold yet? The plank. Do I want... Yeah, I need to sell it. I just can't use it effectively. So let's just sell it. We'll get a more realistic weapon, I think. So... And look at that. Another, what, 3,600? Boom. I mean, we've only almost drained this guy out. We do need a weapon, but we're not going to use this one. I know some people might be screaming at me right now. I'm not quite sure how weapons work, but I feel like a heavy class weapon is just too much weapon for me right now. So we're not going to do it. He sells bolt recipes. I'll keep that in mind. I would potentially like a different backpack, but I think this actually might be the best option. The one that lets me stack items, I think, is a good idea. How much was that shack again? 4,000 cats? This one's 28,000 cats. We have 18,000 cats, folks. We could buy our first little slice of the, I would say the American dream, but I guess it's the Kenshi dream here, you know? To actually own your own little place and say, I've got a little place in Aspen. Let's see what this guy has for backpacks. Show me what you got. Whoa, a Garu backpack. Okay, so these go on animals, I believe. Yes. Go get a smaller one. Okay, so this is obviously just a backpack for an animal or maybe a giant. Medium size, but with a good weight distribution, you can handle more weight. Okay, so this is... What is my current one? 50% reduction. And not terrible bonuses. Not the best stealth or dodge effect. This is similar, just more expensive. These are bull backpacks. Designed to fit bulls. Garu. Ooh, look at all these maps. World's End is an outland stronghold of the Machinists University. Tech hunters use it as the main home base when exploring the north. Okay. So, Ancient Labs, Tech Hunter maps. Yeah, I don't want to spend all this money, though, on these. These are kind of expensive. Map to Mongrel. For those desperate enough to face a fate worse than death, a promise of isolated safety and a future without slavery. Huh. Maybe I want to see where that mongrel ends up. That might not be a bad idea. Or, if you guys are feeling friendly, you can just tell me in the comments where mongrel's located. Future without slavery. I like that idea. Let's see. This one is the map of the Shek Kingdom. Last Stand, Great Fortress. This one is Tech Hunter Library. Oh, this leads to another lost library. It's likely to be an old world information source that could reveal the location of labs. That one should be worth it. That's only 100 credits? Yeah, we're buying that. That could be our whole next mission, is going to the new library to see. And look at this, more books, more library books. Okay. So again, I think we're just going to keep our little wooden backpack here. I feel like that's the best option of what we have. Because none of these mention anything about stacking. And this one just says it's better stacking of items within a smaller space, particularly trade goods. So that's kind of what I want to focus on, trade goods. Let's just see here. Can I use this map and see where it goes? Tech Hunter Library map. One location added to the map. Be close, be close. Oh, man, that is far out. Oof. And I wonder what this is all about. Like, why is this so evenly spaced? I know that it's possible geologically. This looks to be a crater or a caldera, maybe, from a volcano. Possibly an impact crater. I know that's part of the game, right? Well, see, this is interesting, too. It's another ring of something. But part of the game in any sort of dystopian future is to find out what happened in the pre-dystopian past. What cataclysm caused Kenshi to be the way it is now? Again, through what I've heard online, apparently that is the subject of Kenshi 2. Sequel that will eventually come out. Apparently takes place, I've heard, 1,000 years into the future. Looks like that shop is closed for business. What do we have over here? Swift, Tech Hunter, Town Guard. You know what? I think we're going to buy this structure. I think we're going to set up routes here well, maybe not routes, but we'll set up a route here. This would be a nice little shack that we can kind of call our own. So we're going to buy this. Buy the building for 4,000 cats. Yes. Building purchased. Look at this. Power 185 out of 301. Battery charge. Nothing going. Open to the public. Sure or no? We decide. World's End. Interesting. There's no note. Oh, I see. This is the open to public. Private. Okay. Door is open. The door is closed. Unlocked. Locked. If we go inside, boom, look at that. I don't really know what this is indicating, if we can make this open or close to the public. You know, this one says private. Why don't we say this one is private as well, and we will close the door. Look at that, folks. Our very first private residence here in the world of Kenshi. It's not much, but it's honest, you know? There's something going on in here. I think we will celebrate by actually taking a little nap on our bedroll here. Use build mode to place a camp bed. So we'll go build, camping, camp bed. And look at that. We can actually put it on the ground. We'll put it kind of back here in the corner, I guess. So keep it nice and tidy. And boom. Is that considered built? No. What am I doing? Use build mode to place a camp bed. So we go to build mode. We go camping. Campfire, camp bed. Place, confirm, and here we are. We are adding the material, and we got a note about construction. So let's see here. Select your construction site to check its status. Once the construction bar is filled, the construction is complete and ready to use. And look, surely enough, we are ready to sleep in our very own bed for the first time in the world of Kenshi. So we'll zoom out here and appreciate our little shack from a distance, and we might even go to a little bit of a time lapse here for the rest of the evening, as the dawn begins to rise here. I think I'm looking eastish. Yeah, so this will be cool. Let's go to fast mode and go heads up display there. We'll get another little view here of the sunrise in the world of Kenshi again. The spin of the planet doesn't really make sense when you realize that the planet and the other moon in the distance are kind of locked to us. But everything behind them is spinning. It implies that we're all spinning around something else. But again, I might be getting a little over the top with my orbital analysis here. So we'll just leave that as it is and enjoy the sunrise here, as my character finally gets a decent night's sleep in my Clueless Kenshi playthrough. If you've made it this far, please feel free to like and subscribe. And until next time, this has been Tallidus Plays.